again. So this is a level 2-3 session, and it's a flow session, so there'll be a lot less pauses between exercises. We'll be moving quite quickly. There'll probably be a lot less instruction, which is why it's a level 2-3 session. And again, I will give you some adaptations, but listen carefully because I'll be going over them quite quickly. So we're going to start lying down, and if you need anything under your head, grab yourself a cushion. Otherwise, there's not really any equipment other than a mat in this session. So if you'd like to come down onto the floor, knees are bent at 90 degrees, feet are hip distance apart, shoulders away from the ears. Just lengthen through the neck for me and just very gently rock the pelvis backwards and forwards. So we're going into imprint and back into neutral. Keeping the abdominal wall connected, so we're not pushing the abdominal wall outwards. Just be aware that that's not shoving you up and down the mat. So roughly the movement's coming up to here. And one more time. And come back and rest in neutral. Breathing in, as you breathe out again, just get that gentle connection in the abdominal wall, arms at the side of your body, and shrug the shoulders and reach away. And again, shrug and reach and shrug and reach. Lovely. So breathing in, breathing out, engage the lats, stay wide across the chest. 2 more. And 1 more. This time leave the shoulders away, relax them down, don't let that force the ribs up, and gently nod and release. So as you release, you've got that kind of elastic recoil as the chin comes up, but don't look at the wall behind you. Just very gently lengthen the back of your neck, and this time hold it with a soft connection. Let's bring those arms up, parallel and vertical. Keep the spine neutral, keep the neck nice and still. We're doing some scapular placement, but we're going to do it in isolation, right and left. Inhale and exhale. Let that shoulder blade just float down onto the floor. And 1 more on each side. So as we place that right shoulder blade down, leave it there, place the left shoulder blade down. Ribs and hips connected, deep abdominals connected, chin tucked in. And we're just going to start again, single arm pull over, keep the rib cage stable, keep the elbow straight, don't be tempted to bend that elbow as the arm goes back. I know mine are a bit too straight. And keep the shoulder stable. So again, we're just mobilising the shoulder at this stage, but arm pull over is the first part of our first sequence. So 1 more single, and we're going to hold it at the top. And if you are comfortable, stabilise the shoulders, double arm pull over, 8. Exhale, 7. And 6. Keep the spine still in a lumbar position through the neutral. It's still in the neutral position through the lumbar. See, I can't count and do at the same time. Let's say 2 more. And 1 more. And as we finish, we're bringing the arms down but not to the floor. Stabilise the shoulders, nod the chin. Any neck issues, osteoporosis, stay here. Add prep without flexion. Otherwise, exhale, 8. Keep that neck long, don't poke the chin. 7. Exhale, 6. Belly flat. Make sure you're not tilting the pelvis back. 5. And 4. Reach with those little fingers. Keep the lats engaged. 3. And 2. And 1. This time relax the body down, imprint the spine and bridge. 8. Keep the rib cage stable. And 7. I apologise in advance if I give you cramp. And 6. Chin tucked in. And 5. Keep that pressure even through both footprints. And 3. Keep that belly flat. And 2. And 1. We're coming back to our arm pull over. Stabilise the rib cage. 4. And 3. Stabilise the shoulders. 2. Don't worry about touching the floor. Last 1. Bringing those arms over into a prep. Appropriate level for you. And 2. Stay wide across the collarbones. And 3. And 4. And bridge for 4. And 3. Stay wide across those collarbones still. And 2. Keep that rib hip connection. And 1. Coming back up for arm pull over, stabilise the ribs 2. And 1, arms come all the way over, ab prep. And 1, and into bridge. And 1 more, so are you ready? Single of each, arm pull over 1, ab prep 2, and bridge 3, and arm pull over 1, ab prep 2, and bridge, roll down and exhale, and ab prep, and bridge, and again. Keep that neck long, and bridge, keep those big toes down, and arm pull over, and bridge, twice more through, and arm pull over, ribs are down, and prep, and 1 more time, ready for that arm pull over, and ab prep, and bridge, and release back down, bring those knees together. We're coming over onto one side. Remember, if your shoulder's not comfortable, put a cushion under your head, body in a straight line. See, I'm going to kick my root ball, just come forward a little bit. So line up with the front edge of your mat, stabilise the shoulders, flex the feet, push that top leg further away, hollow under the waist. And side leg series 1. And 7. Just to hip height, 6. And 5, point those toes. Reach away through the heel, and lost count already, let's say 3, and 2, and hold it at the top, circle forward, 8, stabilise the pelvis, 6, stabilise the shoulder, stabilise the neck, 3, 2, and change direction, 8, 7, flex that bottom foot. Keep the ankle lifted, toes down. 3, 2, and hold it and lift 1. Lower birth, top leg, 2, and lower birth. If your hip's uncomfortable, this is a good time to put a pad under your hip. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Back to single leg, 4, keep that waist hollowed, reach away, 3, don't lift too high, 2, mine's getting tight already, hold it at the top, circle forward, 4, 3, 2, circle backwards, 4, 3, 2, hold it at the top, lift, lower birth, remember don't hitch the hips, small lift, lower birth, 2, and 1, top leg only, 2, and 1, and circle forward, 2, and circle backward, 2, and hold it, 2, and top leg, 1 lift, 1 circle forward, 1 circle backwards, and lift. Let's do that again, 1 lift, 1 circle forwards, 1 circle backwards, hold and lift, lower down and lift, 1 circle forwards, 1 circle backwards, and 1 more lift, 1 circle forwards. In fact, not 1 more. Where am I getting that from? We're doing 8s, so we're going 4 more. 1 circle forwards, 1 circle backwards, and lift, and again. 1 circle forwards. Now that was long enough for me to lose count, so I'm going to say 2 more. If I'm wrong, feel free to rest if you need to. 1 circle forwards, 1 circle backwards, and lift 1 more, and lift, 1 circle forwards, 1 circle backwards, and release. Just bend your knees for a second. A very quick stretch, not kind of very long stretch at all. Okay, so we're going onto our back. So draw the shoulders down, nice long neck, and we are, I'm just getting my bearings, okay, in this position. Now if you have a prolapse, if you have a lumbar disc injury, I'm going to ask you to keep your feet on the floor. If you, as we move through the exercise, we're going into hip rolls to start with, so If you're not comfortable in this position, and if you have a prolapse or a disc injury, keep your feet down, otherwise we're up here. And as we move on, we're going to do some rotation. And again, if you have osteoporosis, give that one a miss. Just stay statically, connect the abdominals, or continue with this movement, but you will get tired. So whichever one is most appropriate for you, we're going to either have the feet together, knees together, feet on the floor, or fold, imprint, fold. Now I'm bringing my knees in past the vertical here, so my knees are closer to my body. It's keeping 90 degrees at the knees. In theory, I'll probably extend a bit and take those arms away. So take a breath, breathe out, connect, and knees together, 1, and back, and 1. Are you ready? That's the way it's going today. 2, and 2, and 3, and 3. Keep your neck still, keep your head still, keep your shoulders on the floor. Squeeze those knees together, draw the navel in. And my bad counting tells me that's 5, and 6, and 6, and 7, and 7, and 8, and 8. Come back to the top. If you are comfortable, again, feet on the floor if that's better for you. Don't curl up if you're not comfy curling up. Connect the abdominals, and we're going to go curl up, left elbow, right knee, and centre, and 7. I'm being nice with these, and 6, and 5. Stay in imprint, and 4, and 3, and 2, and back to the floor. We have 4, and 4, nice and controlled, don't let it bounce. 3, and 3, and 2, and 2, and 1. Are you ready? Back to the centre, elbows wide, and 4, I've changed it this time, 4, and 3, and 3, and 2, and 2, keep that neck strong, and 1. Are you ready? To the floor, lift that tailbone, 2, and 2, and 1, and 1. Rest if you're getting tired, otherwise we have 2, and 2, and 1. Are you ready? 4, 1 on each side. We go, 1, and 1, coming up, 1, and 1, going down, side, and side, coming up, elbow to opposite knee, and draw that waist in, keep the tailbone lifted. I make that 3. This could get quite unpleasant. And 5. And 4. And 3. Knees together. Keep that tummy in. And 2. Slithering down the mat. And 1. And relax. Place your feet down. So we're going on to the other side. I'm going to flip ends on the mat just so that I'm still facing in the same direction. I imagine you'll still want to see what's going on. So again, remember, if your hips are uncomfortable, pop your pad or cushion under your hip. Let's come into a straight line. Check out that your body is the same distance away from the front edge of the mat, top and bottom. Push that top foot further away, hollow under the waist. Draw the shoulder down, connect the abdominals. Exhale, single leg. 7. Breathe out, lift. 6. Now focus on keeping your pelvis still, keeping the spine still. And by my bad counting, that's 4. And 3. Just to hip height. 2. Hold it there, circle forward. Now stabilise the body, flex that bottom foot. 2. 3, don't let that upper body swing. 5, 6, keep the waist lifted. 7, small circles, change direction. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold it at the top. Reach away and lift that bottom foot, lower both. So 1, 2, lower both. 1, 2, lower both. Try not to lift too high. I think I did a bit then. So my waist dipping, shoulders down. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Single leg. You ready? 4, reach. Keep pointing that, pushing the heel away, point the toes away. 2, shoulders down. 3, 4, hold it up, circle forward. 3, 2, 1, circle back. 4, 3, 2, 1, both legs. 4, 3, 2, 1, top leg. You ready? 2, and 1, circle forward. 2, and 1, circle backwards. 2, and 1, both together. 2, and 1, top leg. 1, you ready? 1 up, and circle, and up. Single leg. 1, and circle, and up. Ready? 1, circle forward and backwards and up. So I make this counting down. 4 and 3 and 2 and last one, and bring it down, bend the knees, very quick rest, little stretch. Did you enjoy that? Hope so. So we're coming on to our fronts. I may even remove my glasses for this one. We're coming into dart position. Remember, if your head is dropping down too far, put a cushion under your forehead. Chest is squished, toes together, heels apart initially, so that lower body, lower back relaxed. We're going to start with scapular retraction. So reach the fingers down, thumbs are to the thighs. Little finger to the ceiling, thumb just to the side and back of the thighs. Fasten that pressed in the back of your armpit and release. So we have 7. Now reach the little finger further away from your ear. Let's make that neck longer. Breathing in, breathing out. Connect the abdominal wall, draw that belly in. And 3. And 2, shoulders only, remember. Shoulder blades travelling together, and just hold it here for me. Lower body relaxed, chin tucked in. Small movement. Thoracic extension, draw the armpits down. And 3. Don't crease the back of the neck. And 4. And 5. And 6. 7, and as we relax after 8, forehead, shoulders come down, feet are hip distance apart. Connect the abdominals, don't let that spine extend. Engage the glutes if you're comfy, lift the feet. And lower now, keep lifting the belly. 7, don't let that spine move. 6, and 5, and 4. You can externally rotate if it's comfortable, don't if it's not. And 2, feel those glutes working. And 1, hold it there, shoulders only. 4. And 3, reaching those little fingers down. And 2, fasten your press studs. And hold it here, forehead only. Chin tucked in, thoracic extension. And 3. And 2. And 1. Lower body, ready? Exhale, draw the belly in. And 3. And 2. and 1, shoulders only, we have 2 even, and 1, hold it here, upper body, 2, and 1, relax down, lower body, 2, and 1, can we do 1 of each? We go shoulders and hold, extension and release, and legs. So we've got quite a few more, squeeze and lift, and lower body, lift, and shoulders, 1, extension, 1, lower body, 1, let's do it again, shoulders, hold, extend, and lower body, and shoulders, hold, extend, lower body, and again we have shoulders and stay and extend and release and lower body, and 3, and lower body, and shoulders, 2, extend, and lower body, shoulders, 1. Now we've got a special treat on this one. All together, are you ready? Engage, 8, and release. If your lower back doesn't like it, make it smaller, 7. Don't try and lift those legs high, 6. Breathe out as you're lifting. Draw that navel in. Imagine you're lifting the abdominal wall off the mat. If you're comfortable in lumbar extension, by all means make it a little bit bigger. Really controlled, 3, and 2, and 1, and hands under your shoulders. I'm going to be nice to you. Pull back into shell stretch briefly. Pull back. So we've been in extension for quite a while there. However, I say nice, it's not that nice. You see what we're going to do next. If your knees are uncomfortable in push-up position, put your pad under your knees. Just going to move back a bit. We're coming into 3/4 position. Make sure, if you don't like 3/4 position, you're in a box position. Toes tucked under, okay? Hands wider than the mat. I try not to knock myself out on the root ball. And we go. Push up, hold. Fix the body in neutral. Extend the knees and down. Yeah, push up, down. So, 7, 6. Oh, that got mixed up then. 5. I just realised 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Hold it here. Extend the knees, hold, toes tucked under. Now can we pull up? Tailbone to the roof, and plank, and 7, and plank. Neutral, don't let your hips drop down lower than neutral. Keep that curve, concave curve in the lumbar spine. Keep the thoracic spine nice and strong. Don't let it round, don't let the head drop down. 3, and 2, and 1. Come back in again. If you're happy, drop the knees, and we go 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. You ready? Hold it if you can. Plank position if you can. Down dog position. And if you're not comfy with this, just rest into shell stretch. If your wrists are getting tired, if your back's tired, you can bend those knees here if you need to get your bottom a bit higher. Spine should be neutral even in this downward dog position. And drop the knees, head up, chest up. 2, and 1, and plank to dog. You ready? Knees down. 1, and plank, and knees down. 1, and don't rush that press up. So we have 4 more. Knees down, single 3, and 2, getting tired, and 1, and sit back, circle your wrists, do a little breathe, and we're going to have a little stretch. So, showing everybody my navel there. Again, if your knees are uncomfy, pop a pad under your knees, walk your hands forward. Knees apart, feet together, chest lifted, and take your right hand round. Head and shoulders follow. Now, my head's on the floor, yours doesn't have to be. Bring that right hand round. Walk the fingers away, pull the sit bone back, stretch through the lats and the shoulder. Now take a wide breath, imagine moving your ribs to the right. Imagine the ribs opening like a fan. One more breath. And back, arm, head and arm to the centre. Let's go. Right arm to the side, body follows, arm follows. Walk the fingers forward. Pull the sit bone back, couple of breaths here. Breathe into the ribs. Time. And come back round. Lovely. And we're coming onto our side again. So this time, into clam position. If you are comfy here, have your arm away. If you're not comfy, bring your arm down, but don't let your shoulder come forward. And pop a cushion or several cushions under your head so that you've got that long straight line. So we're going to start with clam. You can either have heels together or you can just lift that leg. That's absolutely fine either way. Yeah, what I'd like you to think about is pushing that top sit bone away, waistline in a, what is this now? Vertical position, waist lifted. Yeah, so 4 and 3, fingers just behind your ear, shoulder down, 2 and 1. Now as you lift your knee, we laterally flex, and 7, this shoulder's down, and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Yeah, lower body, 4 and 3. So if you get tired in between, you can leave this leg resting as you do the lateral flexion, and 1, or you can keep it going. We have 4. Feel that pull in the obliques, and 2 and 1 and 2 with that leg. Squeeze and squeeze, and upper body, squeeze and squeeze. So singles, we'll go leg 1 and lateral flex 1, and hip and squeeze, and 2, lost count already, and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and bring that leg across, give it a little stretch. Before we do the other leg, we're going to come onto your back. Okay, neutral spine position. You can't tell, too much jump there, but I'm in a neutral position. Nice degrees at the knees, connect the abdominals. Heel slide. If you're not happy with double, stay with single. The heels are on the floor, but they are very, very lightly touching the floor. So in your neutral position, can I get you to exhale, connect the abdominal wall, don't let those abdominals dome outwards. Slide and pull back, and pull back, and 3 and 2 and 1. Hold it here. Ab prep position, 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Heel slide for 4. We have 4. They're very light. 3. Keep those abdominals connected. Stay neutral. 2 and 1. Ab prep. We have 4 and 3 and 2. Heel slide. We have 2. Ab prep. Keep that connection. And 1. You ready? Slide and curl. And same as always, remember any neck issues, ab prep with your head on the floor. And 3 7 and 8. Now both together, are you ready? 8, 7, 6, can't believe my knees are still clicking, 5, 4, that next getting tired, relax, 3 and 2 and 1 and relax. Quick breather, draw your knees in, relax there. We're swapping sides. Come carefully over, up into seated and onto the other side. So these are bent clam position. Push that top hip away, and again arm can be here or here, and you can clam here or you can lift the whole leg. And 7, hollow under the waist, shoulders stacked. 6, working that glute med. 4, 3, shoulder down, 2 fingers behind your ear. 1, and upper body comes up. Now you can do upper body with the clam, or you can just do upper body and leave that knee on the floor. That's up to you. 5 and 4, squeeze the heels together. 3, pull the ribs to the hip, and 2 and 1, clam only. Stabilise that shoulder, stack the hips, keep the waistband in a vertical position. 4, are you ready? Both. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, clam. We have 2 and 1 and flex. 2 and 1, single. We have 1 of these and 1 of those, or 1 of those and 1 of those. Yep. So hip and side flex and hip and side flex, and I reckon that's 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and a relax. Bring that leg across, have a little rest there, relax. Fantastic. So bring yourself carefully and slowly up into seated, and if you're feeling a bit tired, just have a quick stretch of those glutes. Yeah, so remember, this leg can be straight or bent. Sitting up tall, bring that knee across. If you have a hip replacement, don't bring that knee across, just stay here or here. And change legs. So foot to the floor, both sit bones on the mat, pull that knee across. If you're a bit stiff tomorrow, this is the stretch to do. So, well done. I hope you've enjoyed that quick session. See you soon.